Well, good morning, guys. It has been a few weeks. We had some things go awry in life, and with my particular personality, I have to just like kind of just buckle down and get crap done. Hold on. So here's the garden, late October. It is mid to late October and we still have things growing. My lettuce seeds that I planted months ago, I really should have put frost cover over them so then they would have had more time. But we've had one thing kind of after another with just kind of setbacks with building things, our addition. We paid our builder a good chunk of change, and by the time we got our permits, basically he's completely ghosted us. So, which we knew this builder, he lives not that far away from us, and he built our family's house from start to finish. So we thought it was a good bet. It obviously was not. So our addition luckily hasn't started too much. Now we just kind of have to pull ourselves up from our bootstraps and move on. There's been another thing going on as well. I won't go into that until it's resolved. It's not resolved yet, so we'll get to that later. But then I had something in life happen, and it kind of puts everything into perspective. I have one of my dearest friends. They live in West Virginia, and they are just getting hit with one health thing after another throughout their entire family. And it's like they're dealing with the loss of family members, they're dealing with like multiple losses of family members, and it's just kind of been one thing after another. And watching your friend go through something like that puts your life into perspective, and the things that I'm having to deal with are nothing in nothing in comparison. My family is in good health. My animals are in good health. We are doing relatively well, and sometimes at least for me, I can, when crap keeps happening, one thing after another happening to you, not too serious, but feels seriously, at least they're financially distraught, their financial toll. It can be, you can get focused in on that and stress in on that, and I have been in pretty good spirits, but I've dropped the ball with you guys, and I don't want that to happen, because it's like, why would I let those type of things take from the dream that I have? So I'm snapping myself out of it, getting myself a bit of perspective, and just being grateful for what I do have and the health that I do have and the health of my family, and enjoying each day that way, and dealing along with the stresses of life as they come, but yet having a bit of perspective, because this is the only life we got. So why worry about financial things and things of that nature when life itself is pretty dang good? I think when my kids left the water going. We have been working on cleaning out this garden. I gotta turn off the water. See if I can squeak my hand through it without ripping my coat. Oh yeah, I got it. Did I just rip it? Frick. No rips. Whew. Today I came out here to plant between rains. We've been getting so much rain. It's been so good. So good. A little inconvenient for outdoor projects, but you know what? I love the rain. I got Egyptian walking onions. I ordered them from Baker Creek. Baker Creek, every once in a while, like once or twice a year, they'll do sales on bulbs or bare root plants. You have to get them like super quick. I'd say within the week they're released or they're out. I don't know if these are still in. I ordered them a couple weeks ago, so probably not. I'm kind of I'm in a bit of a, not a rush to get these in, but it's high time that they get in. Hi, Flashy. I have all the kittens. I got Jamie Fraser, Flash, and Murtaugh. They're all coming. They're like, it's garden time! I love garden time! Okay, so these walking onions are a perennial onion, and they will form bulbs just like a regular onion. But if you leave some of the mother plant in the ground, you'll continue to have onions every single year without having to plant them. One, I think this is a really awesome idea to keep onions going, and two, if I can actually get a real good perennial thing going on, I would really like that, you know? Excuse me, sir. So, I tell you, the cats. The walking onions are a zone 3 through 9. Sometimes they can grow in a 10, I do believe, but yeah, 3 through 9. We are a zone 3, sorry, kittens. We are a zone 3, and some winters we can, it's best to plant with zone 3 in mind, or lower to 2, zone 3, 2, just because you know it's gonna survive. Okay, so these are little bulbs that you want to plant in the fall. I'm gonna plant them in my first bed, walking into the little garden, just right here. They say they want full sun. This is not full sun. It's majority sun in this little corner, but it's definitely not full. The sunflowers do great here, so these should do great here, in theory. If they don't, worst comes to worst, I transplant them next year. That's the worst comes to worst. Alright, so when doing some research about these guys, they say you want to plant the bulbs 2 inches deep, about 6 to 10 inches from each other. So that's not too bad. And I got 2 packs of 10. Yeah, these are the, so this is just what my packaging looks like. Came in a paper bag. I've never ordered bulbs or anything from Baker Creek. This is my first time. Well, I've ordered obviously a million seeds. What are you doing? Oh, that's the spot. That's the spot. So they range in size. There's some bigger ones in this guy. So. Pointy side up. Twofer. Excuse me, sir. Hey, no fighting. Got some kale roots. Or sunflower. Could be sunflower. Stop it. Nope. Nope. He keeps trying to eat them. with starting school, milking the cow, working on our high tunnel build. All these things have distracted me majorly from actually this. Nothing feels as good as this. Dirty hands in the soil. Let me tell you guys. Okay. Oh, this feels good. It's late October. We've had some snow. We haven't had the snow. Like, it hasn't, it's dusted. We haven't had a ton of snow yet. Look at Murtaugh. That wild kitty. You see him up there in that tree? There he is. Murtaugh, what you doing? So everything is just feeling, we've had such a good fall. The leaves are off the trees now. It's getting cooler. It's getting wet. We can burn now. Life is good. Life is good. It is. So there you have it, guys. These walking onions will grow through the winter. Well, they'll be dormant through the winter, and spring they should be one of the first things up. Things you want to plant in the fall. Obviously, if you're a local, our ground hasn't thawed yet, so I am noticing a trend this week though. Yesterday morning till like 11, my ground was frozen. Like the top layer, completely frozen. So we're getting close. So if you need to plant, you need to plant now. Garlic, walking onions, shallots, anything that you want to get in the ground. I'm going to try, we have a master gardener in our area, and she's really encouraged me to try onions and leeks and shallots, but I'm not planting with sets, which are the little bulbs like I just planted for these. For the regular onions, not walking onions, I'm going to try and plant them this fall. Not too many, because I don't want to waste my seed if it rots in the ground. I don't want to risk that. But what I do want to do is see if I actually get a faster and a more productive start to the season next year. I can't grow shallots. Like, I have the hardest time. And leeks, they did really good in here. They haven't been doing very successful in that garden. And it's just a learning curve. This garden, I'm hoping to be a perennial garden. Like, we have a ton of berry bushes. We have some gooseberries, we have raspberries, we have comfrey in here. We have perennial flowers, some lilacs, a lot of things. And obviously we're going to continue to grow the annual things like poppies and sunflowers, but I also would love to have walking onions. Like, this garden is basically, in my brain, would have a few things to plant here and there as far as the annual flowers I love in here every year, but I would love to transition it more to a lot of perennials. So anyway, yeah, I gotta wrap it up. Our handyman is here to help me finish up this, button up all the finishing touches on the high tunnel, so I gotta get going, but I'll see you guys on my next video. Thanks for following along. Thanks for still subscribing. Be sure to subscribe, and let's get to that 1,000 to give you that giveaway of those poppy seeds. I know a lot of you would love to win some of those. And if you don't win or want to get your own supplies, I find 3 places I like to get them real quick. Baker Creek is my favorite place. They have the biggest selection. Johnny's and My Gardener, I've had really good success. And Florette, you pay out the nose for very little seeds, just so you know. But Baker Creek, I feel like you get the most bang for your buck and the most variety. But I also like to go to those other places to find. My Gardener would be perfect if they had more variety, and I think as they keep growing they'll get more and more variety, but for now they just have a few, which they're awesome. They're still popping up in here. All right guys, see you on my next video.